everybody, this is Fariel, your U.S. and Canadian immigration lawyer, bringing you the latest updates for U.S. and Canadian immigration law. To you today about the recent travel ban and what that means for U.S. citizens, Canadian citizens, permanent residents of Canada, and their immediate family members. Prime Minister Trudeau and President Trump have pretty much agreed upon the fact that they are going to close the Canada-US border to foreign nationals coming into either the US or Canada. So what we know right now is with regards to air travel and air carriers, they are denying entry to non-Canadian citizens, non-permanent residents, and their immediate families effective of March 18th at 12 p.m. Now, many people are considering going through the land border crossings, because they are not subject to the Aeronautics Act, which governs air travel. As far as foreign nationals and U.S. citizens going through the land border coming into Canada on temporary work permit or student permit, that's still unclear right now. So you may or may not be denied entry because we don't know whether, if you are working in Canada, whether that would still be considered as essential travel right now. So it's very much up in the air. We haven't received very much guidance except for the announcement from Prime Minister Trudeau. So that's leaving a lot of people in confusion, in hysteria, because there isn't enough information for us to provide. And we are, as lawyers, seeking the information and trying to get information from IRCC to determine whether foreign nationals and U.S. citizens who are currently in the U.S. may cross by land to come into Canada. The law has not been put into effect yet, but we expect it to go into effect within the next couple of days. Foreign nationals and U.S. citizens in Canada remain in Canada. Do not try to cross the border and flagpole back into Canada, because immigration services are deemed currently to be non-essential travel. So you definitely may be denied entry back into Canada. So if you are in Canada, remain in Canada. If your status is about to expire, extend your status. If it already has expired, then file for a restoration. Now seek the services of an immigration lawyer, a licensed immigration lawyer who will be up to date with all this information and able to advise you regarding the next steps. The Prime Minister did also announce that foreign nationals and U.S. citizens who have been in the U.S. for the last 14 days may cross through the land border, because this is still permissible. However, with the understanding of what is essential and non-essential travel, and when the land border rules come into effect banning foreign nationals to come into Canada, then we can foresee that this will no longer be permitted. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty regarding Canadian immigration and Canadian programs, because we don't have the exact information or the exact guidelines from IRCC regarding processing times, regarding crossings, being able to land into Canada. So for those who have been granted permanent residency and who have a confirmation of permanent residency, right now the best thing is to wait to travel because we don't have the necessary information to be provided right now, and we don't know whether you will be able to land into Canada. Just a week ago, there was discussions that landing interviews would be done by telephone, but now with the ban on air travel, this is unlikely. So this is also right now the coronavirus and all the affected areas are causing delays on any type of Canadian immigration processing. This is also affecting express entry. Now, although you can still file your express entry, and I highly recommend for you to do that right now because processing times are so high, and then we have to add time with all the delays with the closures of all the government agencies or organizations, private organizations. Definitely recommend for you to put your application in and get the process started. Since most government agencies are working on reduced staff right now, the likelihood of draws are very limited. For example, there hasn't been an express entry draw when there should have been a draw just a few days ago or within the last few days. Now, what does this mean to us or to applicants? So express entry is based on being chosen from the pool of applicants and based on your comprehensive ranking score. So within the last few draws, the scores have gone from 470 to 472. With the coronavirus and the halt of a lot of government agencies being open and working on reduced staff, there may be a drop in the CRS points. Now, this is not something that we know for sure, but if less applicants are filing, then the pool is less, and then when you are chosen or when the government goes to make a draw, they'll choose a certain number of candidates, and those candidates will be removed from the pool. So if you are planning to file for express entry, and most people are contemplating or thinking that it's not a good time to apply, that's completely the opposite. Get your application in because you never know if the CRS scores are going to drop. I mean, everything else is dropping. Prices are dropping. The global economy is affected. So immigration may be affected in that way as well. And especially since Canada wants to bring in 1 million new immigrants. So this plan is in accord with what we're trying to do right now, trying to get the applications in and then have IRCC choose the pool of applicants once they come back to work or once everything gets running again, because eventually everything will start running as normal and processing times will be the same, even though processing times are delayed right now. This is a very trying time for us all. We are all being impacted, whether it's personal or professional. Immigration is being affected. Private organizations are being affected. Government agencies are being affected. So we know that this is affecting everybody. But what I can say to you and what I recommend is always to seek the services of a licensed immigration lawyer. And we are here to help you throughout this whole process and navigate the borders and see what's available to you. We understand that this is a time for unrest and uncertainty, especially with regards to immigration. This whole coronavirus is affecting all of us. It's a global pandemic. It's affecting private businesses. It's affecting government organizations. So the effect on immigration is grave. We know this. A licensed immigration lawyer who will be able to review your case, review your options, and let you know what you can do and where you go from this. we are here to help you in this trying time. If you have any questions, please email us and we will make sure to get back to you within 24 hours. You can also comment below and I will make sure that I personally respond to each and every comment. If you like the content today, please click the subscribe button below, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Till next time, goodbye.